Hi, welcome back to Whimsy Crafter. I hope you all are doing great. It's my little sister's birthday today and it's her 20th birthday. So I'm here right now in my kitchen baking a cake for her. Very basic chocolate cake with very bare minimum decoration. So I thought as I'm baking this cake, I would take you along with the entire procedure. So stay tuned. So I'll take flour, and then some powdered sugar, then baking powder, all the measurements will be given in the description box below. Next I'll take some cocoa powder, and then some instant coffee. You can take either Nescafe or brew or any other instant coffee that you have handy. Please don't use filter coffee. And baking soda. You should also add a pinch of salt in this. So I'll mix all of these dry ingredients together on a sifter so that any lumps that are there will be set aside. Okay? Now I'll prepare the wet ingredients. And to do that, I'll take an egg at room temperature, and to this I'll add some white oil. I usually bake my cake with white oil instead of butter. It makes the cake more moist. And I'll also add some vanilla essence. You can add your choice, okay? The essence is absolutely your choice. Since this is a chocolate cake, vanilla essence goes well with it. So you will keep whisking this mixture in one direction, and when it becomes fluffy, you'll add another egg like this. This egg also is in room temperature. While baking a cake, all the ingredients should be in room temperature. And once the mixture is whisked thoroughly, I'll add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture bit by bit and keep beating it with this whisk in one direction. You will see that in this recipe I have used very basic ingredients and very basic tools in order to prepare the cake, okay? So I will add the remaining portion of the dry ingredients like this, and I'll continue whisking. So after I'm done, this is the kind of consistency that you want, okay? At this point of time, you can add a capful of white plain vinegar. What this does is, this reacts with the baking powder and the baking soda in the batter and makes the cake fluffy. So I have lined the baking tin with some parchment paper, and now I will slowly pour this cake mixture from a height, okay? This is also important as this makes the cake fluffier. So pour the batter into the cake tin from a height. If you don't have parchment paper, you can just spread some oil at the base of the tin and then spread some dry flour. That will also work. So I'll scrape off any excess batter that is there in the mixing bowl, and then tap the cake tin like this to get rid of air bubbles. And now I will bake the cake in my pressure cooker. I have lined the pressure cooker's bottom with some salt, and I have left it to heat up on full flame after 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I'll place the cake tin inside the pressure cooker, and then I'll close the lid of the pressure cooker like this properly, okay? Then I'll remove the whistle and turn the gas to medium-low flame, and I'll let the cake cook for say half an hour. So after 25 minutes, I've just checked, and the cake is almost ready. It's already done. The knife is coming out clean. So I'll turn off the flame and I'll take the cake out from the pressure cooker like this. You have to keep a close eye when you are baking cake on pressure cooker like this. Okay, so I'll keep it on a wire rack for cooling, and once the cake has cooled down, I will take it out from the cake pan And then I will demold it like this. Okay, I'll take it out of the cake pan. Just look at the cake, how fluffy it has turned out to be. It's very spongy and fluffy. Now what I'll do is, I'll just chop off the bulging portion of the cake like this. This will help me to decorate the cake better. Okay, this will provide a level surface for the cake decoration to stick onto the cake properly. So I'll just do this. Okay, the cake has actually cooled down completely. Only after that I'm doing this procedure. And once this procedure is done, I will take some cling film and I'll wrap the cake thoroughly like this. Okay, I'll wrap the cake thoroughly like this, and then I'll pop it in the refrigerator for a few hours. Okay, just pack the cake like this using a cling film and then pop it in the refrigerator for a few hours. Next, I'll make the decoration for the cake, or the icing, so to speak. So I have taken dark chocolate and white chocolate compound here. You can take ordinary dark chocolate and white chocolate too. And you need to chop it up roughly. I had these compounds at home from a few months ago, so I haven't bought anything new. So the white chocolate is done. Now I am chopping up the dark chocolate. The white chocolate is more in quantity actually. So chopping up the chocolates are ready. Now it's time to melt them. For melting the chocolate, I will use the double boiler method. I'll take a saucepan and fill it with water halfway through, and then I'll place the container in which I have chopped up the chocolate in that saucepan. You have to see that the water level does not rise above the level of the container's, rim. Never ever try to heat chocolate directly over the flame. It is going to burn. Now to this mixture, I will add some butter. The chocolate has not started melting yet. So before it starts melting, I'll add some butter and a little bit of milk. If you don't have milk, you can add 1 or 2 spoons of warm water or boiling water. Okay. So I'll start stirring this mixture gently with a fork as it gets heated up from the bottom through the double boiler method. Okay. Now you see the mixture has almost, melted down after quite some time, and I have been constantly stirring it with a fork. Okay. So once it is completely melted down, I'll take it off the flame and let it cool down, and while it cools down, I'll keep whisking it in one direction like this. I'll repeat the same procedure for the white chocolate as well. Now both the white and the black or the dark chocolate is done, so it's time to create magic. So I've taken out the cake from the refrigerator and I have placed the cake on a high rack or stand, okay, and there's a plate right below the stand. And now it's time to create magic. I'll begin by pouring the dark chocolate right in the center of the cake, and right in the center of that poured dark chocolate, I'll pour the white chocolate. I'll keep alternating this procedure till the desired consistency and the desired design or pattern that I want is achieved. Okay. There is no hard and fast rule in this. You can follow any method that you want to. You can pour the chocolate in any direction that you want to. I want it to look aesthetically appealing. That is why I'm going by this step, and just look at the beautiful patterns that the chocolate is taking on its own. I'm not having to do anything apart from having to pour the chocolates. This is the lazy way to decorate a cake. You just need the chocolates and nothing else. Just look at this pattern. I can go on and on. If the chocolate is not spreading evenly on all sides, you can definitely tip the cake to one end like I'm doing over here. Okay, just on one side where the chocolate has not spread down properly. Okay, just look at the pattern. It's like an optical illusion. Isn't it lovely? Tell me in the comments below, are you liking this idea? This is absolutely the most basic cake design that you'll ever find on YouTube without demanding any extra ingredients like whipped cream and gelatin and whatnot. Okay? Just keep going until and unless you achieve your desired pattern on the cake. Okay? Alright, once you are done pouring the chocolate, you can just lightly touch on the chocolate layer to create these swirls like I am doing with my finger. And once you are done, pop this cake in the refrigerator to set it. And voila! The cake with mirror glaze is ready. And now is the actual moment for which the cake has been created. Here's a little slow-mo video for you to show you what the cake looks like under the dreamy light of the birthday candles. This has been one of the best cakes that I've baked so far, and I've really enjoyed baking this cake. So I really hope that you like this video. Thank you so much for watching and staying with me here. Please don't forget to subscribe to Whimsy Crafter for more such videos. Take care.